Been collecting records since I was in high school. I've had my turntables since then, but recently I got a turntable that had a counterweight, but I still don't have a full audiophile setup. Though I recently got two LPs that both came out this year that have made me re-fall in love with the joy that is listening to music on vinyl and all the depth that that can bring. But with that being said, and me not having a audiophile setup, it really gave me a sense of FOMO. Though I'd just like to highlight both of these records, talk about them a little bit, and why listening to music on vinyl is such a rich experience, one that is filled with depth, clarity, and nuance that you simply can't get out of a digital file. The first one being one of my favorite albums of all time that they recently just repressed, Love Lies Crushing Blow Eyelash Wish. I think this is the pinnacle of the shoegaze genre. It is a depth filled, cacophonous mess of just noise, haze, shoegaze, and sound. Truly need an amazing setup to hear this record with the full depth and clarity that it needs. And even I don't have an amazing setup. Granted, the turntable I would recommend they actually discontinued, though I have the $99 Heyday turntable that has a counterweight and a non-ceramic cartridge, which is insane, but it is still a Bluetooth turntable, though it allows me to listen to genres like hip-hop as well as anything that has a heavy amount of bass without the needle jumping the groove. Why you should invest in a good turntable. Malibu's Vanities, probably one of the prettiest ambient albums I've heard in years. I love ambient music. It was my first love. A few years ago, my first album was an ambient album. First LP, different moniker though. Go find it if you can. That being said, ambient music is something that is so rich, layered, textured, and nuanced. And I specifically love how depth filled the cello sounds, specifically on, I want to say, track 3 as well as track 2 on the B side. But in particular, I really, really love how this LP is not only just packaged, it has this like moody, lyrically loneliness, urbanness that you really only find. I don't know. Okay, this album to me sounds and looks the way Lost in Translation feels. I don't know. Beautiful record. But yeah, also some of the intros and outros on the tracks are changed a little bit for the vinyl release, and it adds to the depth of this record 122%. Best in a good turntable, you probably haven't heard your favorite album until you've heard it on vinyl, because usually there's a lot of depth, clarity, and nuance that you are missing, and most albums are deeply enhanced by listening to them on LP, especially live music.